Welcome back, guys, to DIYbyNZguy. Today I got a special treat for you. We're gonna be reviewing OZITO PowerXChange Cordless LED Worklight. It promises 2000 looms, 360 rotation on the head, 130-degree rotation on a frame, dimming control knob. I like the knobby twisty. Inconvenient handy hook. I see no hook. But in any case, we're going to be testing it out today. We'll start off with a small battery and then jump to a bigger one and going to see if there's a difference, any noticeable difference in the lighting, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned with DIYbyNZguy, where workspace is always at a premium. Just going to unbox it, see what's inside. As always, the manual, some adverts, and the light itself. Nothing else in the box. You can take that away. Alright. Okay. That's what I mean by 130 degrees. Okay. We can lock that up. Make it more tight. Okay. And the light itself. 360, eh? Alright. Here's the control knob. Obviously in the off position. Turn on. Higher, higher, higher. There we go. That's pretty good. So yeah, just give me a sec and we'll plug in a battery into it. And we're back. So as you can see, the light should be fairly portable, hookable, twistable, turnable, stackable, puttable, and it should have all these nice features. So we're just gonna check the battery in there like so. Both of the batteries are fully charged, freshly off the charger. Cool. Alright, cover your eyes, eh? Ooh, now this is basically just the minimum. Quite right, nice and bright. There we go. That's at the full. Oh, and it is kind of burning my eyes, eh? I don't want to stare at it. It's just like looking at the sun. You can do it, but not for long, eh? So pretty good. Quite like that, eh? Hopefully I don't blame you too, eh? Yeah. In any case, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Okay, how about this? I'll just do it half a turn. Gonna lock that in. Okay. Gonna go to full. So there's the brightness with a small battery. Turn it off. Take the battery out. We'll lock this in place as well. Okay, and then put a bigger one. See if it's gonna make a difference. Alright. No, it feels kind of same brightness. It's hard to say. Definitely, yeah. No, it's good. I think it's putting out the same amount of brightness, regardless of the battery. It's just how long you can run it. Depends on the amp hours on this one. So that's a nice quick review. It is fairly convenient, but yeah, if you put it forward, I don't know about that 130 degrees, because because when you put it forward it doesn't stay. So I think the only way is just to keep it this way. Oh, 130. Okay. You can't do it because of the small, even with the smallest battery that I've got. This is as far down as you can go. Then if you go any further, it just falls over. So yeah, should have definitely made these legs maybe stick out a little bit more. But otherwise, yeah, might be quite convenient to find the right way. Alright, we'll turn that down, eh? Otherwise I'm getting spots in front of me. Okay. Yeah, a little bit tricky, I would say. Trying to get that one right. This one, yeah, it should lock, but I feel like you've got to really twist it just to have it lock up enough. Yeah, and still, see, nice and easy to adjust. Okay. And this is where the 100-kilo gorilla meets the road, eh? This is where you're gonna break it. Yeah. A little bit flimsy, but doesn't look too bad. I didn't see anything says there about water tightness, so I don't think you can use this outside when it's raining. Just indoors, as per all the little pictures. Well, for outdoors it's under the tent. Comes with a little hooky. I think it's just, you know, wherever you want to put it. You're going to hand it up and then you adjust it from there. Oh, that could work quite well. Yeah, hand it up and then it's pointing down, and then you've got Worklight coming from the top. So not too bad. Speaking of not too bad, yeah, 2000 looms is definitely brighter than some of the 10 watts LED lights that I've got. So this is pretty bright considering it's running off a battery. So definitely more than 10 watts. Yeah, pretty good. And now to the fun part. The reason I got this is because I'm planning to do a bit of cleanup underneath the house. And let me show you how I plan to use it. As you know, I've got lots of junk. And if you zoom far enough, you will see that there is heaps of junk there. Okay, so my plan is to actually someday climb in there and clean it all out. But for that, you need to see. I did put some lights in. There we go. I did put some lights in before, but as you can see, the further you go down, the darker it gets. So I believe that if I unplug this, yeah, I can use the light underneath and then just take it where I need the light, point it, hang it, and can tidy it all up here. Because remember when I was working inside here trying to adjust this pipe in my previous video, rerouting the hot water cylinder, some of the piping. Yeah, I had to work in this area and man, I was pitch black. It was hard to breathe and hard to see. So luckily I'm just investing a little bit into this new Worklight and I can get this done with more ease. So as you saw from there, this is a light that I've obviously got from Bunnings. It cost me 50 New Zealand rubles. Because I do have Ozito batteries, I knew that I'll be able to use this for all sorts of purposes. Question is, how long will it last with a single battery on a single charge? At what brightness? I'm not willing to test that. It's just a matter of getting another battery, plugging it in, and it'll keep going. How water resistant is it? Obviously I want to use it. I'm not going to test that either. But because you've got open contacts to the battery, it doesn't have great water resistance or protection. It's just a regular LED light with a little board. Made out of plastic. Casing is made out of aluminium. This is metal pipe, plastic joints, screws, plastic knobs with metal thread. It's all made fairly cheap. It's fairly decent for what you're paying for it. But good thing it comes with 5-year warranty. So if it does crap out on you, I believe you can, yeah, go and just get a new one. And we'll see. Once something does give up a ghost, I'll walk you guys through the return process, and that we'll know, was it worth it falling out for that 5-year warranty. In any case, hopefully you guys like this little short video, and stay tuned to see how I'm going to use it. This has been DIY by NZguy. Hope you have learned something. Welcome back, comrades, to DIY by NZguy. Just going to follow up on this review of this Ozito 20-watt LED light. What I've got a little bit of a simple setup. I'll put this voltmeter into current, so it's going to be our current meter. This is going to be our voltmeter. Going to just be very gently hooking up the contacts. Make sure that the positive goes to positive, negative goes to the voltmeter, and to the negative. Cool. At the moment, there's no current flowing, but if you can see, alright, I'm going to turn it on. Alright, and there goes our current. So it maxes out at 0.88 watts, according to this cheap meter, which we'll assume is kind of correct. I'm going to attach these ones, making sure that we're not crossing the contacts, just so we can see the voltage across. So the battery, when there's no drain on it, is at 20.4 volts, which is good. Just turn on the current again, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit of light, a little bit of current flow, and the voltage drops. That's just per normal. So I'm just going to move that across here. Going to rank it up. Alright, and now it's at full. As you can see, it's at about 19.68 volts and at 0.87 or 88 amps. So if we do a bit of math, that's about 17.3 so of watts, because to find the watt usage, volts times current, you get the power. So this light is rated at 20 watts, which is pretty decent, and it is decently bright, which is good. And according to this, it is consuming about 20, close to 20 watts. The good thing about knowing how much power it consumes is, as you can see, the voltage is dropping because the battery is getting discharged. And later on, yeah, the output will drop just slightly before the cutoff voltage kicks in. So we're just going to turn it all off, and I'll show you a little bit of some info. What I wanted to do is to give a bigger one a go. This is 5.2 amp hours, and let's give that a go. So same, negative to negative. Okay, just be very gently shoving these in. Okay. Damn you. So it's at full charge as well. Okay, let's see if the amperage changes on this one. No, it's actually a tiny bit lower. Okay, let's check out the voltage. Okay, and try that again. So it's 20.6. 20.6. When you turn it on, it jumped up for a sec. Well, it must be some kind of feedback voltage or something. No idea. Okay. Alright, full brightness now. And look at that. It hasn't dropped below 19. I reckon it's because this one's got a lot more power behind it. So it is outputting a little bit better than a 2 amp hour one. So obviously, as like any tool, the bigger battery you've got using, the more power you can output and the better the device will perform, which is great. Just to show you that all these ones do have ratings. They say like this one is 36 watt hours, which means for a whole continuous hour it will generate, it can output 36 watts of power continuously. So if you divide that by 20 watt hours that this is kind of using, you can kind of figure out that it's gonna last almost 2 hours, especially when we saw that it's only consuming about 17 watts. So we know that it's gonna last about 2 hours on this battery, which is great, which kind of reflects to the 2 amp hours, and that's at full blast obviously, and the 5.2 is going to last more than 5 hours, which is great, which kind of gives you some kind of indication how long you can rely on this light to work if you're using a fully charged battery. And yeah, I think 2 hours out of this little battery at this kind of level of brightness is pretty good. You don't need to hook it up for wires, because most of the jobs 2 hours and you're done. Unless you're working through the night, then you might want to invest in a bigger battery. Hopefully this helps for you guys. This is a great little addition to my collection. The light is bright, it works well, and the batteries last a decent amount of time on it comparatively. So thanks for watching. This has been DIY by NZ Guy. See you in the next one.